One of those will work. Okay. What's up, friends, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, what's up and welcome. My name is Samantha, and on this channel, we talk about all things breathwork, how we can utilize the power of our breath in order to shift and transform our lives. So if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that bell. I release videos every single Wednesday, all pertaining to personal and spiritual development, and specifically on how we can use breath work, how we can use our bodies in order to heal. So let's talk about how we heal with breath work. First of all, there are three parts of us that are speaking to us at the same time. We have our mind, all of the chatter in our mind, the judgments, the projections, the doubts, everything that's going on, the busyness, the monkey mind. We have our emotionality, all of our contractions, all of our expansions, the sensations. Sometimes those are your emotions, and sometimes you absorb those from your surroundings, especially if you're an empathetic person. You walk into a room and all of a sudden you're like taking on everyone's emotions, and you can feel everything and it feels chaotic. And then underneath that, there's the intuition, that beautiful place of truth, that beautiful place of authenticity that we all want to get to. Now, the problem with meditation is we are trying to think about how to get into our intuition. We're thinking about how to clear our emotions. Now, can this be done with tons of practice? Can we use meditation as a tool in order to live an embodied, aligned life? Definitely. And there's many people who have mastered the art of meditation. I'm not one of them, because I sit there and I'm like, I feel like I'm going crazy because I'm just spinning out of my mind so much. Now, let me make one caveat to that. Meditation after breathwork is just incredible because we have already released the mind and we're in our body, so we can sustain that feeling in our body for a long period of time. So what breathwork does and why it's so powerful for healing is it allows the mind to just settle a little bit. It allows the mind to unhook from reality and not be so hyper vigilant and hyper controlled on everything. When we're in that place and when we're operating from our structured, ordinary mind, it is very challenging for us to see things in a new perspective, because so often we are so identified and addicted to the stories that we're telling ourselves. And so breathwork can allow our mind to release. So we're not thinking about not thinking. We are letting the breath and the body do the work. Now, once the mind releases, what happens then is the emotionality, the sensations, the tension, everything in the system also begins to lighten and clear. The breath gives us an ability to shift the energy so that we have deep access to our intuition. So at Pause Breathwork, we call this the pause pocket. We're living in the pocket, that place of love, expansion, power, excitement, discernment, clarity, all of those feelings that we just crave to feel. That is our nature. That is what we love to feel. And so when we're doing breath work, the body gives us a glimpse into that sensation. The body gives us a glimpse into that feeling, that expansion, that like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And so the more that we do breath work, the more that we are introduced to that feeling of who we really are. Now check this out. So often, the things that we're doing in our lives, we're doing to feel that feeling. Whether it is safety. Maybe you're doing a million things that are not healthy for you, or you don't enjoy doing because you're trying to feel safe. Maybe it's comfort. Maybe you are using food as a drug, or you are in a relationship that is comfortable but it's not really serving you. I want you to let me know in the comments below, what is something that you are doing in order to feel a certain way, but you know it's not good for you. Maybe it's a crappy relationship, a bad job, you're chasing money, you're people pleasing, you're pretending to be friends with people just because you want to feel connected, but it's not truly what you really want, what your soul really wants? Well, check this out. When we realize that we can create those sensations in our body without the crappy boyfriend or the job we hate or the chasing money or whatever it is, we realize that we can, in fact, fulfill ourselves in the way that we're trying to get the world to fulfill us. What? When I realized this, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much that I'm doing in life that I don't need to be doing. There's so much that I'm hustling for my worth. I'm pursuing things that I don't even want to be pursuing, all because I was trying to chase a feeling in my body. And when I got so clear on what that thing was and what the feelings were, I could use my breath to feel that sensation without actually hustling or doing anything. And this, my friends, is how we begin to heal. When we stop putting ourselves and our body in destructive places, when we stop doing things out of fear and scarcity, when we start getting super aligned with our truth, super aligned with what we're here to do. You know, we were not born to pay bills, to suffer, and to die. We've got this epic experience that we call life. And each day is an opportunity for us to get to know ourselves more, to become deeply aligned, to trust ourselves more, to have more fun. One of my biggest passions in life, the thing that drives me more than anything, is like I want to just have fun. So if I can decrease my suffering and how I struggle by using breath, getting into my body, healing the parts of me, loving the parts of me that want to be loved, then guess what? I don't have to busy myself with busy work in order to fulfill those needs. I get to just hang out and have fun. You know, a beautiful quote is, work hard to make it easy. Work hard, do the work, get up, do your breathwork practices. Do what you got to do to really feel fulfilled, feel excited. If you've never tried breathwork before, I popped a completely free audio in the description of this video. Download that audio, try it, and you can actually begin to feel what I'm talking about. You know, if I was to watch this video years ago, I would have thought to myself, there's no way, that sounds crazy. I have to work really hard if I want to feel good. I would have thought that I was a little bit insane, and maybe some of you guys do, and that's okay. But the fact of the matter is when we are going through life and we find new pathways to meet our emotional needs, we can stop putting ourselves in toxic situations. And I want you to really understand this. You are your own drug. You don't need anything or anyone outside of you to feel the way that you want to feel. You don't need anything outside of you. And when we crack this code, because that's what it is, and we begin to really realize this, life becomes enjoyable. Life becomes fun. And I know you may be watching this thinking to yourself, God, all I want is that, and I can't imagine a reality where that exists. Well, I was in your shoes. I understand what that's like. I struggled with an eating disorder for a long time, and I really thought that I can't be happy. I can't be fulfilled. That's not for me. That's for her and him and them, but not for me. And then I realized that through my breath, through my body, I deserve to be happy. Happiness is my birthright. And underneath all of the layers, there exists this love, this self-love that we all have access to. And we can gain access to it using our breath. And that is what makes breathwork so incredibly powerful, so incredibly healing, and just so accessible for anyone to use. So go check out that free audio. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week for another video. Mwah. Bye for now.